Wolf, ain't no fucking way, motherfucker. Alright. Move. Duchess, I need to get through.
No!
Down with the flames, they went higher, and it burns, burn.
Wolf, you were just let out. Go to your kennel.
Do you want to learn the consequences? Alright, do you want to do the live? Go and mix up her stuff. You stay and you don't shit in the house. Hello? Love is a birthday, and I don't know what words to sing. It's been so long since I heard this song. I hope I don't get it wrong. My ass burned with a burning ring of fire. I ate too much hot sauce and now I desire to... Hey, how's it going? I do remember you. We just got done from shenanigans over at Vernonia. That's why I'm on so late, is we didn't get out of there until about 10 o'clock. Not 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So, right. It breeds some truth, though. This morning, freaking felt the consequences of mine own actions in a manner that was most unpleasant. As it turns out, Victorino's has some really good pineapple habanero sauce. And it's really good and really good at making you rethink your life choices. It's good to see you guys too. Every last person. Duchess, you want it in your kennel? You want it in your kennel? Okay, fine. In your kennel. Oh, God, it's on my fingers. Right. Alright. So tonight we're going to try to go fast again. Of course, last night it wasn't fast enough. Also doesn't help that I didn't remember to take my sleep meds until after the shower. Shut the front door, you fuzzy little prick. Did I really get rid of my fork? Oh no. I might have to help with the dishes tomorrow. I just dirtied like 3 forks. I had a bunch of fucking dog food on my fingers. I didn't realize it. You're not getting a whole lot, because this needs to go to the puppy dog. No, that's good. Besides, it's not like he needs any help gaining weight. Alright, there we go. So our spider molds have attracted a lot of attention. A lot of people freaking out or McLoving it. But nobody has actually bought them yet. So that's a womp womp. Alright. Now we're going to be very careful. Pick up this. Looking to see maybe there's any sign that this tarantula is molting. No, looks like it's still pre-molt. That's our Harpictera pulchrites. She's not coming out anymore, which is a sign that she is pre-molt. That's alright. It's okay. It ain't nothing but another day. Why did I do that? Welcome to looking at my nose. Hello, Sun Moon. This is our male Brazilian blue violet. One of them, at least. Look at that stance. Posing for the camera with his bald ass sticking in the air. Heck yeah. We should probably, while we're out on Monday, go and get these guys. Unless you think I don't see any roaches in the cages, but that doesn't mean they're eating them. So, well, one of our dogs is named Duchess. She is white. The other is named Oliver. He is golden. And the husky is named he's named Wolf. He's named Wolf, but he acts like an asshole. By the way, just to be forewarned, I do have it set on not made for kids, so if there's cussing involved tonight, I swear to God, I set it up so kids should not be learning any new phrases tonight. You don't like spiders?
You're on the wrong live.
You're on the wrong live, my friend. That's kind of our thing. That's our shtick. The niche to which we subscribed ourselves to. And the ones we hope you subscribe to. Alright, this is our other one. To be honest, the J word really isn't his name. As a matter of fact, many would say his name got lost in the current modern phrases that we use, but I think it was more like Yeshua. Anywho, this is Blue, our Brazilian blue violet. We thought he was going to be a she until he molted out, and we got to see those long, spindly, dark legs. He's absolutely gorgeous. And he's got a full ass of hair, which is always nice. It means that they're not so stressed out. At least he isn't. His counterpart, I can assure you, was, at least for a time, incredibly stressed out. That's what happens when you try to escape and you get caught and you throw your hairs. We have about 10 tarantulas. That number will start declining. We have 2 adult Monocentropas balfouri males that have been males, matured out for at least, I think, a year now. Close to that, which means about 3 years left with them. Unfortunately, male tarantulas don't tend to live very long. They are meant to breed and then become feed for the females. Well, you can feel that way, Clash, and that is by all means a very fair opinion. There are a good many things that make me feel sick. Like those that pit up animals against each other simply to go and get viewers. The only time we give animals to each other is when we give prey animals to our tarantulas. And that's a necessity as opposed to trying to entice viewers. We have a roach right here. That's going to go in there with him. You can figure out if he's hungry or not, and if we see it again in his cage, guess what? We will take it out, feed it to somebody else. Tarantulas are probably one of the easiest pets that you could ever own. I have a question. Do you like spiders or dogs more? That's a good question. When it comes to caring for the animals, tarantulas are notoriously easy compared to mammalian counterparts like dogs. Let me tell you, there is nothing better than raising a tarantula yourself from an itty-bitty thing into adulthood. Watching it grow, thrive. But I know they don't mean harm. They just look scary. That's the truth. And I don't even think they look scary anymore, but then again, I do take care of them. So I'm a little bit biased, not gonna lie. It's like when somebody takes care of pit bulls and other people are scared of them. There's a little bias that goes into that. I've been bitten by pit bulls, but I think they are adorable. However, I tend to admire them from a distance until I know that they're friendly because I have been chewed on by pit bulls a time or two. So I know a thing or two because I felt a thing or two. Literally, it was 2 pit bulls. They didn't try to unalive me, but one of them got full teeth on my ass cheek, and let me tell you, that is not a fun feeling. Now this is my face. You're welcome. Is 2 dogs, huskies, 2 cats, but no other animals. Here we go. Boom. And this is why having a black light in an area where you have scorpions is amazing. Because many species of scorpion actually shine under black light. And you can catch them outside easily if you just go and try to look for them. Now, out in Oregon, we might have some. I know that we have bark scorpions in the southern areas, and we have apparently a very reclusive species of not Asian forest scorpion. I guess you'd call it Oregon forest scorpion here in the Pacific Northwest. No, Oliver. Come on, dude. Honey, I've got to get this live done. Oh. Look at her. No, this is an Asian forest scorpion. We were just talking about the Pacific Northwest forest scorpion that apparently loggers have found from time to time. Oh, she is looking so big. So big. Look at that. Chunky. Alright. Normally, in between dealing with these animals, I would be going and working out, but we just do not have the time for that this week.
Or energy.
Or energy. We've been both dealing with customers. I've been writing new advertisements. If you want to go and see them, you can. Look for Overstreet Crafts on Facebook. The poems that come out to go and advertise that are written and spoken by me. The music is provided by Facebook. I could share some. Is that one of the prehistoric scorpion species that were absolutely massive? There were some, if I'm not mistaken, sea scorpions. Technically.
Did you say sea scorpion?
Yeah, way back in the day. Long before we were even a speckle on the Earth's eye. We were not even on the horizon yet. When that shit was going down. My dad did not technically leave, but divorce is a hell of a reason not to stick around. But, here's the beautiful thing. I don't go on to other people's live streams and try to point shit out like that. How sad must your life be that you do that? Probably on the regular. Womp womp. I mean, tell me you're not married without telling me you're not married.
What?
How sad must your life be if you're going on to people's lives and talking shit like that? Yeah, see, I know some things that they taught in school, but I don't remember everything. Trust me, kids. Alright, so this little shit is our Theraphosa apophysis. She has placed herself in an area that is not easy to shine a light in. Look at that booty! Woo! She got that dump truck! She did just eat yesterday. She ate a full-grown roach. And this is a she. We do have it confirmed. Her molt is for sale. Well, that's not something bad to study. We need scientists that know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two. All right, here we go. The reason why we check on her... Wait, we don't do it that way. The reason why we check on her this way is because she is a see you next Tuesday. She will throw those urticating hairs the second she gets a chance. Look at that. Typically speaking, this species, the Theraphosa apophysis, will stay primarily in its den so long as it has access to food and water. It will not venture out too far. But that's fine. It'll probably get a little less reclusive as it gets older, just like many other New World species, tarantulas that get heavy-bodied. Yeah, you can call it introverted. Defensive. She's a little bit crazy. She hates everybody. The last time I did try to lift up her lid, she, unbeknownst to me, had thrown urticating hairs. So as soon as I picked this up and moved it, this cloud of what looked like dust came toward my face. I got it like on my chest, down my arms, on my back, probably up into my sinuses, but I guess I was lucky that day because it didn't really affect me that much. Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with being an introvert. I pretty much lived up in the hills away from people until I was 17, and then started like serious dating and blossomed into the creature you see before you with some help from my stoner friends who I miss with every single, I wouldn't say fiber of my body, but I miss a lot. But that whole group pretty much disbanded. And all over a dumb cunt. I was the dumb cunt. So let's bring this over here. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that you should not turn on your friends simply because your significant other is a jealous POS, I mean it, especially when you're young, because I don't miss my ex. What I miss are the friends. So the next one up is a white knee tarantula from Brazil. Well, not directly from Brazil, but her species lives in those rainforests, just like the Theraphosa apophysis, the Brazilian blues, the Lasiodora parabana that I have yet to show tonight. Oh my god, I think I got an urticating hair in the corner of my eye. Oh, niches, motherfucker. Okay. The Goat at Fortnite. Hi. That is a unique name. So, this is our little girl. We have some cage cleaners floating in the water. That's not the best. What we're going to do, rinse that out, put them back in the soil where they can go and break down any little bits that she continues to let out. What's my goal in life? Like, make enough money that it's not necessarily a struggle to exist. I mean, it's pretty much the same goal as everybody else. Have a day job, but on the off chance it helps, be a streamer. There we go. Okay, bye then. Have a good day. Oh, I will try. You know, I just put a roach underneath your face hole and you just let it... You know what? We'll see what happens. It'll either turn out well. Doing YouTube's not bad. It's basically the same principle as what I used to do on TikTok, except TikTok would kick your ass off of there for so much less. As far as I'm concerned, it takes a lot for YouTube to kick you to the curb, so to speak. And I have seen some of the live streams on here. Like, you tried pulling some of that shit on TikTok, they wouldn't let you have another account. One of the issues is you can't like multiple times on somebody's live stream. But, in my opinion, that does make the likes all that more important. Even when it was called Musically. It was called Musically? Jesus Christ. I missed out. I missed out big time. TikTok could have served a really good purpose. The freer our social media apps are, the more people can share, the more likelihood we can break things like the current lobbying system in the United States. Give everybody kind of an equal platform on which to either build up their stance or tear each other down. The typical rigmarole. Alright. Now this, just like the Theraphosa I showed earlier, is one of the tarantulas whose molts I am selling in resin. It is our first time doing resin molds with tarantula molts. Poses a very, very unique conundrum. You see, since like 2013, 2014, I didn't really get into it until about 5, maybe 6 years ago. By the time I was done trying to hustle on there, and by hustle I mean get viewers, I had like, I think it was close to like 4,000 viewers on there. Far more than I currently have on YouTube. But like I said, I kept getting shut down for stupid stuff. Let's just say I called one of my ball pythons special. The word that I use rhymed with discarded. And they banned me for a week. And they said, if you do that again, one more time, we will ban you permanently, sir. So stop. And I was like, stop what? I didn't even call somebody that word. Like, bruh, calm the fuck down. But no, TikTok's going to be using the defense that to ban it would somehow negatively affect the free speech in the United States. How can you say that you're pro-free speech if you all but ban free speech on your platform? It's dumb. All right, so this is Elasiodora parabana, more commonly referred to as a salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. She primarily likes to eat crickets, but what we have right now are roaches. So what we're probably going to do is toss in an injured roach that she can either snack on or not. Even when you go and put down a roach by crushing its head, the critter is still going to spasm because of the way it's set up. No, it's not a species of Goliath bird eater. The Goliath bird eaters, if I'm not mistaken, were Theraphosa blondie. Now we have a Theraphosa apophysis, which is related to the blondie. But that one's already been taken care of and showcased. I think you might have actually seen it. Now, for those that don't know, the reason why tarantulas can get to the size that they do is because they have a unique set of primitive lungs called book lungs. Book lungs give them the ability to take in larger quantities of oxygen, which aids in their growth. Now that roach is going to struggle a little bit, but it's not going to be able to bury itself. And we'll see if she goes and picks it off in the middle of the night. It'll be a good step to getting her used to eating the roaches. Pulling ourselves further away from relying upon franchises like Petco and PetSmart are ultimately what's going to stop these companies from being able to act out with malice against some of their animals. It's not every location, I will give you that. But there are enough locations out there that are getting flack on the internet for throwing out live critters that it's time we said enough is enough. If you love animals, the best bet is to buy animals from private sellers online. Our favorite place here in the Pacific Northwest to go is pnwarachnids.com. They sell all sorts of arachnids, from scorpions, tarantulas, to true spider species, and loads of insects to choose from. Yeah, the size of arthropods is directly dependent on oxygen intake. Yep. One of the reasons they suspect insects got so large a long time ago is because the sheer density of the oxygen in the air, the sheer percentage of oxygen in the air, helped drive up insects to numbers, like to sizes that were obscene. Like, people don't even understand just how crazy the size of, let's say, your standard dragonfly was. Think of a dragonfly with a wingspan. What was it, like an eagle? Or an osprey? Something that was just downright disturbing. Like, it's not the dingo that ate my baby, it's the dragonfly that ate my baby kind of situation. And people just don't understand how horrifying that was. They could have made an entire Jurassic Park series that revolved around that, just so long as they ignored the whole oxygen thing, because that would have never worked in modern day world. I don't even know if there is a single forest that produces that much oxygen. But if there was, the likelihood of being able to sustain larger insects is a bit higher. So, let's see, we have taken care of all of the spiders. And I don't think any of the snakes... Oh! We have one snake with its head sticking out. Size of a pigeon, and a millipede 2 meters long, 2 feet. The size of a pigeon wouldn't be so bad. I think the books that I read might have overestimated the size of things, but then again, it is a children's book after all. That's where I left my schooling off at. Picked all the rest of this up as I went along. And his dirt is her dirt is going to need to be taken care of tomorrow. Look at that beautiful snake. This is a firefly morph ball python. Her scales look immaculate. There is no wrinkling, which is a sign of dehydration. Let's see. How fast are you going to throw out that tongue, baby girl? Oh, she's going plenty fast. That's a good sign. She's probably really hungry because she has been on a hunger strike. Tomorrow we're going to be out in Portland, and we're going to see if we can find a nice pack of rats, because she needs to eat some food. This upcoming paycheck is going to be so good. Because I had to work overtime on one of my days off. Granted, the government's going to take like half of that shit, but still. Now, for the part of all of this that freaks so many people out, many people do not like the next bit of animal that I show, the next little segment of our live that I will do right after I put the parabana, that thing over there back in her spot. I'm tired, guys. What can I say? It has been a super long, somewhat stressful day. We have definite signs that our Monocentrobus balfouri colony are going to be producing a clutch. Would you call it a clutch? A sack of babies. A bunch of offspring. Mama is safeguarding a dirt mound inside her den. The males have not left the den but are still alive. And they've been in there for quite some time. Monocentropas balfouri tarantulas are one of but a few species of tarantula that can be kept as a colony. The benefits of which are obvious, extra room around the house. That and an unsexed Monocentropas balfouri can easily go for about $70, if not more, on the market. So, we will see how this goes. I want to go and raise them past about third instar to make sure that they are healthy and ready to be sent out. They will be sent out in custom crafted deli cups, like many other small slings. They will find good homes. All right. Now we've taken care. Oh, I didn't even show you guys. Jesus fucking Christ. Where are my manners? Like I said, very tired. All right. So these are our orange head and our dubia roaches. That is a female dubia. Come here, baby girl. I might actually have to put the heat emitter on you guys. There's a female dubia. They are incredibly handleable. I think they're pretty. Just like the orange head roaches are incredibly pretty. The best way to discern what's a male orange head and what's a female, the males will have the whitish yellow dots on their abdomen. Male dubia roaches tend to be dark with narrow bodies, long wings. Ooh, he opened his wings a little bit, but they can't fly, so we're good. The orange head roach offspring tend to be dark red, while the dubia offspring tend to have patterning, but with a gray coloration. So that is our little tidbit when it comes to domestic tropical roaches. Now, when it comes to making sure that they do not overproduce, the best bet is to make sure that they stay at a temperature lower than 85 degrees. They have a hard time reproducing at lower temperatures, but they will be sustained at about 75 degrees. Our overall goal is to start selling these to individuals. We have been using them on our animals, which is a good way to test if they're safe. We have been feeding them fish flakes, dog food kernels, on occasion, rose petals, and citrus. However, the citrus tends to drive up their reproduction. That's not exactly something that we need right now because the colony is at a super healthy number of approximately what I'm guessing to be 200. Ask me if I need 200 roaches. The answers. So, we have reduced the heat thus far. We are going to plug that heat emitter in because last night it got down close to floor level around 65, and that is no good. It's another reason why we shut the window in here earlier, is to ensure that the other tropical critters do not drop down into those temperatures. Hola, Brazil! Guess what? We have some critters that you might know here, depending on whether you'd venture out into the wilds of the country to which you live in. We have a Brazilian salmon pink bird eater. We have a Lasiodora parabana. We have a pretty cantankerous. Look, did she eat it? No, she did not. That's the Lasiodora parabana. We have the Brazilian white-knee tarantula. We also have this little girl, which is not very visible. This is a green bottle blue that can be found in South American grasslands. And these are not something you're going to recognize because these are our Monocentropus balfouri. You can see Mama right in here. One of the males right there. She has been nursing a mound of dirt right in here. And we are going to slowly turn that back as to not freak her out or disturb any babies that might be gestating in the egg sac. There we go. Tarantulas do tend to make some fairly interesting pets. However, you need to understand that there are some species that are a little bit more prone to aggression than others. The Theraphosa genuses, your Theraphosa blondies, your Theraphosa burgundies, and your Theraphosa apophysis, they all tend to have more skittish behavioral traits. They tend to be more defensive. They throw urticating hairs. They'll try to nip at you. They are best to be given due respect. The Lasiodora parabana tends to chill out the older it gets. When it's young, it will do all the same things that a Theraphosa apophysis does. The Asian forest scorpions are pretty chill, even when young. She's never tried to sting us. She's eaten her food. I've even touched one of her pincers before with no issue. The Monocentropus balfouri are off and on behaviorally mischievous, so you got to be careful. Always make sure that if you are using a screen top cage, you lock the top, because there's nothing more terrifying than the question, where's the animal? Where's my spider? And then having to go and play the world's worst game of Where's Waldo. Now, we got to get to bed. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. Remember to subscribe, to follow. Tomorrow, we are hopefully going to be using the ab roller as part of the workout routine. And we will hopefully be going to bed earlier. Good night. Have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.